Hey guys, real quick before we get into this, make sure you go watch part 1 on Matt's channel. Link will be in the description below. This is so lit, yo.
The pirates?
No, that's Hondo.
Some old Imperials.
Mm.
That's Bo, baby. Oh my god, her live action armor looks so dope. Woo, look at that walk. Man, dog. Her dual pistols, man. It also helps that Katie Sackhoff is just, and excuse my language here, but just this badass character,
right?
Like in general in most sci-fi movies and stuff. So it helps that she's already been in a lot of sci-fi stuff. Battlestar.
The fact that you think you can get there before they get to you.
It's cute.
It's real cute. They're already inside, buddy.
That's a lot of troopers though.
Yeah, but it's Bo.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I didn't expect that much.
The squad, yo.
So we can make the jump to hyperspace.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, you scared of a little Mandalorian.
In the cargo control area.
Where?
Oh, idiots!
There you go.
Katie Sackhoff, Woman Crush Wednesday for almost every sci-fi fanboy. Look at me like that.
What?
Oh.
Put some tea on. We'll be up in a minute.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, you're starting to see that they don't do things the way he does it.
Yeah.
Like changing deals and making new arrangements and stuff.
What is it, Captain? Are these the same pirates that have attacked our other?
They appear to require immediate backup.
If they've taken that much of the ship, I'm afraid that's no longer an option.
Yeah, you're screwed.
The Empire.
Wow.
Damn.
Live the Empire.
Dang.
Damn.
If you think about it, if you're going to kill everybody, he gave those two merciful deaths.
True.
Quick and rapid.
That's true. Bum the stormtroopers though. Well, there was Axe and Koska.
Huh?
Axe and Koska.
Dang.
Again,
Beskar holding up.
yo.
Sheesh.
Damn. Damn.
Dag. Come on, Din. Man's a G. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Luck. Dag.
Jeez, man. Super close.
I'll let you live. But you will take me to him.
You might let me live, but he won't.
Oh. It's like cyanide.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you won't join us?
There's something
I have a son.
The offer stands if you change your mind.
Where can I find the Jedi?
Take the Foundling to the city of Caladan on the forest planet of Corvus.
Mmm.
Yay! We're gonna see Ahsoka next episode.
Yeah, once it said Corvus, I knew. So cool. Don't eat it. You realize there's a whole bunch of puppets and actors.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, it's time to go. Congratulations.
reactions. No, I have enough.
Oh, they get to keep their family. Ahsoka.
Well, maybe we won't see a Ahsoka next episode.
No. I think it's episode 6. We might see her. And my prediction. He did say I can't fix it, but I can make it fly. Oh God.
A little shaky.
You have to take that back to Tatooine. Back to Tatooine to get that fixed from your girl.
Oh my.
Oh my God. What? Baby Yoda gonna eat it? You not gonna talk about this random squid thing up there?
Oh jeez.
She's
Oh jeez.
Whoa.
Oh jeez.
How they patched it up with a bunch of junk.
I know where I'm taking you, but it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Poor Razor Crest. Oh. Oh, Bryce
cool.
Dallas did this one. Nice. Makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Yep.
Makes sense. Oh man. That was so rewarding.
It was.
So many ways. That
was great. That was beautiful. Bo freaking Katan, man.
Yeah, man. Sorry guys, I forgot who the other two were. I might have seen them before.
I don't know. I don't remember their names. So
I might have seen them. I don't know if they're new characters.
Yeah.
If I've seen them in the books at some point, I'm not sure. Maybe I've seen them in Rebels. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they were highlighted enough to.
Yeah, I honestly really don't know. So forgive us for not knowing the other two.
Yeah.
Of the Mandalorians.
Bo-Katan.
At least we know it's not Sabine.
Yeah, we know it's not Sabine now. Maybe
she would have made a nice Sabine though.
She would have. Yeah.
She looked like her.
She did. I wonder if we're gonna see Sabine at some point though. It'd be kind of cool.
I don't know. It'd be really cool.
Because everyone thought that was Sabine, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we're definitely seeing Ahsoka, so I'm super excited for that.
I mean, this part's on your channel.
This part is on my channel.
Lead away.
No words, just masterpiece.
Right.
This has been my favorite episode so far.
Yep.
Man, this got me more hyped than Boba did.
Yeah. It's Bo-Katan, dude.
Yeah. Not everyone's gonna know who Bo-Katan is, though. So, especially if they didn't watch Clone Wars.
It's unfortunate for y'all.
Yeah, but
y'all need to watch Clone Wars.
For y'all that want to see Bo-Katan, I got Clone Wars reactions on my channel, so go look for those.
Watch Bo-Katan. Clone Wars, man. The heck.
Bo-Katan is such a beautiful character, and she's just dope, man. Just find Bo-Katan.
Honestly, y'all, for y'all who have not seen the Clone Wars and think it's some kiddie, childish, like, oh, I don't want to waste my time watching an animated series, you're missing out on some of the best Star Wars stories.
Everyone thinks it's just for kids, but I can assure you, it's not. It's very dark.
So
is Rebels, too.
Rebels, yeah.
Rebels is very dark.
Oh, so you're about to get into even darker stuff.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm only on season 2 of Rebels, so.
Sorry, all that screaming got my throat tickling.
Yeah. I don't even have water to. No, but that was really lit. Like, catch this on mixed reactions or something.
Mixed reactions. If you put us on there, thank you, bro. Because he's put a couple of my reactions on his channel. So shout out to mixed reactions, bro.
Well,
he's awesome.
Man, the Bo reaction's gonna be on your side.
Yes.
You were complaining earlier.
At least I get retribution from last week. It's okay though. It's only 30 minutes, so we can split the good amount of parts on both sides.
Yeah, but the more lit parts was when
okay, but still, you still.
But I get all the bow action.
Yeah, you get all the fight scenes. So,
but yeah, that was really dope.
That
made the episode.
My favorite episode. I'm gonna watch this again when you leave. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna watch this again because like freaking Katie Sackhoff, dude. It's Katie Sackhoff. Yeah. It's Bo. It is the Bo-Katan. It is actually her. Like a lot of you who don't know. I'm pretty sure if you watch Clone Wars and you get into it, you already know who it is. But the actress playing Bo-Katan, the live action version, also is the one that voices the same character in the Clone Wars. So that's just really cool that she actually just happens to look like her. Like, how odd, or like how often do you find voice actors normally looking like their characters?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure if was Ashley Eckstein, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if she looked like Ahsoka, she would be 100%.
I mean, she said that she's always wanted to play Ahsoka in every form she could have, whether it was the audiobook, which she did. But obviously Clone Wars and Rebels, she obviously would have liked to play a live action version of her. Yeah. But excuse me.
Rosario Dawson definitely looks a lot more like Ahsoka, though.
I think that she does look a lot more like Ahsoka would look. Yeah. Live action. So I'm just excited to see Ahsoka.
Coming episodes. Maybe not next episode just because of the state of his ship right now. I don't know if he's gonna make it. But definitely within the next few episodes, we're going to see Ahsoka.
The Razor Crest is turning into a worse Millennium Falcon.
It really is.
Just getting destroyed.
At least the Millennium Falcon still looked good. This one is just looks like a trash heap.
Oh, right now it does. Has that Mon Calamari flair to it.
Yeah, for sure.
No, guys, I highly recommend that you watch the Clone Wars.
Yes, 100%.
You will thank me later.
I have, and if you don't want to watch the full episode, I have season 3 through season 7 on my channel. Yeah. So you've got to watch the first 2 seasons.
Exactly. So, no, definitely watch it. This was the best episode. My throat hurts.
Yeah, for sure. It was lit. It was super lit.
I can't wait to just edit this and get this up.
No, I know. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna speed edit so fast. You never see me speed edit so fast in your life.
Now, this episode is one that definitely needs to be highlighted.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Bryce Dallas Howard, I've always said this. She is
round of applause for
one
Bryce.
of the best directors out there right now. She did such a great job last season, and she did a great job with this episode.
Yeah, I didn't know she was going to be directing this season.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I know Rick Famuyiwa is in one of these, or he either wrote one of these or something.
But that's really dope. I really love her directorial style.
Yeah, I love her style too. She makes the characters feel so important.
Exactly. Well, all of them do, but
they do. But I feel like she kind of specializes in highlighting character moments.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because she is an actress as well, so she knows, you know, how to make an actor or actress feel special. Right. Man, I'm just so happy about this episode, man. Bo,
yes, I'm very pleased.
Just Bo. I was too much in shock.
I know.
To take it in.
Yeah. No, I really was. I don't think I heard half of what she was saying at that moment because I was just screaming. Yeah. But that was just really dope. That was a really hyped moment for me. Like, I knew she was going to show up. Yeah. But I didn't know at what point. I'm like,
or how they were gonna tie it in.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, a Mandalorian, maybe it's just Sabine, you know? Like, Sabine's dope too, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, oh, it's probably like just Sabine. But then Bo was like, you know? This art right here is really cool too.
All the artwork that they show at the end is always the best. Man, I'm just, and I love that Din, he got to learn about the difference between, you know, like his "this is the way" thing was new, and that wasn't always the way. And I think she just mentioned that was the old ancient way of the Mandalorian that they were trying to bring back, without taking helmets off and stuff. Mm-hmm. So that might have just been like an ancient tradition. Yeah. Because they
definitely were not traditional. Like Death Watch was like way off from like the Mandalorian people themselves.
Yeah, I think they were also trying to bring back some of the older traditions too, from what I remember in Clone Wars. With Pre Vizsla was like, okay, we're different and stuff, but they took off their helmet. So she's saying the children of Death Watch and stuff is kind of like
it's a little different.
Like this whole little excuse me, this little cult kind of thing.
Yeah. And I am glad that they addressed that too, because everyone is kind of like, you know, like they take off their helmets and Mando doesn't. So
exactly, and like, why does he take off? But if they take off their helmets, but he doesn't.
So it kind of explained a little bit. Like, I think we knew that before, but for people who didn't know, it kind of like ties up loose ends a little bit. So
exactly, because honestly, guys, I keep telling people, like, you have a greater appreciation for Star Wars when you watch as much of it as possible.
Yeah. Watch, read. Even if you don't like to read, like, there's audiobooks and everything. Like, I haven't really gotten too much into that, but like
learning about what happens with Ahsoka after Clone Wars and before Rebels is in her actual book. Yeah. And there's so much information there. So it helps you appreciate it more. Like, for instance, like when the first time I saw The Mandalorian, I didn't know anything about Death Watch because I didn't finish Clone Wars at the time. I didn't finish Clone Wars. I didn't know anything about Mandalorians. I just knew the only person that looked like a Mandalorian was Jango and Boba. Yeah. That was about it. I didn't really, because they had the armor. Yeah. But I didn't know much about it. So then when I watched it, I thought, this is the way. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how it must have been in Clone Wars. And I watched Clone Wars and I'm like, oh, that is actually not the way. Yeah. It's
kind of confusing if you're going like back and forth between, you know, oh, it's like Jango and Boba, and then they don't take off their helmets, but they did. Yeah, now exactly. These people don't like take off their helmets too. Like, what's the right way? So, but no, I definitely tied up like all of the loose ends.
And I just honestly just learned more. Yeah. Like, you appreciate it more.
For sure, yeah.
Like, look how we freaked out over Bo, man. Like,
just I love Bo.
I love Bo.
Bo is great. Bo is just... I definitely would love if we saw some villains from Clone Wars, like Ventress.
That would have been so dope.
That would have been really cool. That would have been really cool. I do love Ventress.
Man, Asajj.
Ventress, good old Asajj Ventress. I wonder what happened to her.
I actually don't know that one. I know it's in a book somewhere. Yeah. It has to be.
But no. If it's not, Mandalorian, get on it.
We don't know what other surprises they have for us.
It's true. So. But I do like that they're bringing in like Clone Wars people and like from different areas. So it's not just like, oh, this is just exactly all brand new. Yeah. Like, you have some of the old characters that you love, and like some people might not know who they are, and then they're gonna be like, oh, let me find out more about this person. And then it opens them up to like Clone Wars and
exactly. Well, the thing is good because people tell me like, do you need to watch any of the other stuff to watch Mandalorian? No, but I just feel like you'll appreciate some of the other tie-ins when you watch things like Clone Wars, you watch things like Rebels, you read the books, some of the books. I haven't even read all of the books. Like the Aftermath series, I haven't read any single one of them. I'm going to go ahead and read it after Mandalorian. I have it in my audiobook library. I'm going to listen to it. But those are some of the books I haven't read. The comic books are also they also tie in really well. So I think it's really good, and I think you appreciate it more if you, because like for instance, like shout out to my friend Donnie Reno Universe. Him and his girlfriend and his mom. They're going to be doing like reactions to these.
I think he has a few other guests coming in and out. Yeah,
but like
that's like the main thing.
The reason I'm bringing it up is like Jay hasn't seen Clone Wars.
Yeah, she hasn't seen Clone Wars.
Or Rebels, so it's like
I don't think she's finished the franchise, like the main movies either.
And it's like when she sees Bo, she's not gonna get that same reaction that Donnie's gonna get. Yeah, because Donnie's gonna get a reaction. His mom hasn't even seen it either.
She hasn't gotten that far.
So that's the point I'm trying to bring up. Is like you will enjoy it a lot more when you know some of the Easter eggs. And I'm pretty sure we missed a lot of stuff too. Yeah. Like those two other Mandalorians, I don't really remember them, so I'm pretty sure if I knew them, I would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah. Like, and it's like Cobb freaked out over Bo.
Exactly.
Anything, so.
And it's like Cobb from the first episode, right? We didn't know who he was. No. But people who read the books knew who he was, so they freaked out. Right. You know, so I just think
the more information, I feel, the more appreciation you will have for anything in general, but specifically this, because there is so much information on all these different characters and everything throughout the books, the movies, the shows. There's just so much that you can learn, and it's a whole world, man.
There's a whole universe, it's
like everything.
Like even the legend stuff. Like my shout out to my boy Dylan. We were having a conversation about this. Yeah, right.
On my video.
I know. I'm sorry. No, we were like talking yesterday about legend stuff, and I'm like, I haven't read too much legend stuff just because like whenever I read it, it kind of makes me upset. It kind of just makes me mad, which is why I don't read legends, because it's not canon anymore.
Yeah.
And it makes me mad because there's so many good legend stories, and it's like, man, this could have been canon.
Right.
But Dylan, he told me, like, you know what? You got to open up your mind to just enjoying a good story. And it's like, and he made a good point. It's like comic books. It's like they reboot comic books so much. It's like they've rebooted Batman's story so many times.
I feel like for me though, I would just like end up getting confused between like, I'm like, oh wait, did this happen, or am I like remembering this
but it's like,
or...
if it's legends though, you know you're reading a legend story.
Well, I know what I'm saying. If I go like in the future and if you like, I don't know, we're talking or something, and I'm like, oh yeah, this happened. You're like, no, it didn't. And I'm like,
but I mean, like, what happens in canon though.
Yeah.
So it's like you should be able to separate what happens in canon. The way how I look at it now with legend storylines is I look at it as an alternate universe, or like a parallel universe where it's like, or like a what if kind of
fan fiction.
Like, no, like what if, like what if this happened instead? Right. It's like in Legends there was a story where Luke and Leia worked together before they found out that they were even related. That was completely separate from what happened in canon. And then there was other stories where literally like Leia goes on to have like 2 kids instead of 1.
Yeah.
And then she ends up wielding like a dual saber kind of thing. And then there's stories where Luke goes on to do all these other things, and like there's so many other cool stories. And Dylan shared with me too that like Boba Fett in Legends had a wife and had a kid.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like different really cool stories that were created.
But like I feel like that stuff could have still been.
And it could have been. It could have been. And that's just thing.
Because like that's just like a side piece. Like you don't have to include in like the movies and stuff. But
it's like a major change. Like Boba has kids in Legends, but doesn't have kids in canon. So it's like how would it work?
Technically, we don't know that he does. He could have been like hiding them. So
yeah, that's true. It's very true.
I'm saying they could have like worked some of this stuff into canon, and it could have flowed when they could have been like, oh, why were you hiding this? I just didn't want them to be exposed to my world.
Disney I don't know. Disney just came in.
Disney thinks they know what they're doing, I should say.
All I know is that Disney came in and they were like, you know what? They were the ones that classified the extended universe, the expanded and the extended universe storylines as legends. They were just like, you know what? This is canon. This is Legends. This is canon. This is Legends. And it just took like thousands of stories and it was just like, yeah, no, that's Legends.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, and then it was like the Jedi series too.
Jedi?
It's supposed to be like ancient Jedi.
Okay.
But it was spelt Jedi.
Okay.
Right? I'm telling you, man. It's either Jedi or Jeddah or something like that. One of the two. Correct me from somewhere in the comments, y'all. I think it was Jeddah or Jedi or something. Whatever it was. But it was like old, really cool, old, ancient Jedi kind of storylines. Which I feel like they're kind of stealing to use in the High Republic storylines. Because even Old Republic isn't canon.
Yeah.
All that stuff is just legends and stuff. So it's unfortunate. But I do hope that they take some of the Legends storylines from certain characters and kind of incorporate it into future stories.
Or even if it's not like 100% accurate to the Legends, then they'll use bits and pieces of it to...
It's like Force Unleashed with Starkiller. That was such a great storyline and a great character. But he's not canon. Not anymore. Not like before Disney got MP. I think it was part of the original storyline somehow, but
I feel like Disney knows what they're doing with certain shows and certain things. Like, Clone Wars was great. Rebels is great.
But listen, though. Here's the thing. I don't give Disney full responsibility for Clone Wars.
I'm just saying, they're the ones that hired these people to make the story.
But not even. No, they didn't.
How so?
They didn't. Dave Filoni, all they did was purchase Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm already had these people already working. They already did the work for Clone Wars and stuff years before Disney purchased them as a subsidiary, right? So when they purchased Lucasfilm, all they did was just fund it. It's like when they purchased Marvel, you know? Like, Marvel had their own team before Disney came in and just purchased them. So I will say Disney did a good job at throwing money at Dave Filoni and his team to make a really good season 7 for Clone Wars, but that team was always there.
I feel like either way, Dave Filoni would have, that's his baby.
Yeah, that's, and Rebels. Now, Rebels is a new thing. Rebels was their thing. Yeah. That's the thing that they created. So I will give them that. But it was Dave Filoni ran. Right. So Filoni was in charge of the story for that. Yeah. So
honestly, anything Dave Filoni touches just turns to gold.
I think so. I think so. I like what he did with Clone Wars and what he's done so far with.
Dave Filoni is a national treasure.
Yes, he is.
He's one of the very few people I trust with Star Wars.
Yeah, me too. And Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau does amazing work.
He's proved himself with Mandalorian for me.
For sure.
I'm also just looking for more Star Wars creators to get a chance to make new stories. That's something that I'm looking forward to and I want to see.
I want to know, something outside, how Mandalorian is outside the Skywalker saga. I want more like that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You can still include, the Jedi stuff, and but, make a new age.
There was something I wanted to say about this episode, but I couldn't say it because it's a spoiler for Rebels. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but I can say it, so that's why I didn't touch it, because you can get there.
Season 3?
Yeah. Okay. Couldn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm halfway through season 2, so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, is there anything you wanted to add to the rest of your video?
I think that's it, really. I mean, we kind of went over a lot more than I was expecting to talk about, but no, that was just a really great episode in general, and I just enjoyed seeing my girl Bo, one of my faves. So I don't know, I think that was really cool. And then we're gonna see Ahsoka fairly soon, so I'm even more excited about that. Y'all who watch my videos know I love me some Ahsoka. So
I low-key want to get an Ahsoka tat though.
Right, low-key.
Her symbol.
Yeah.
I either wanted to get that or get the Montrals.
That'd be kind of cool.
I freaking love Ahsoka, man.
Ahsoka is definitely my favorite Jedi.
She's my favorite Jedi. A lot of people like Canon, and for reasons I can't say why yet. But Canon is up there in my top 5.
Kanan's cool, but I don't...
Kanan, Ezra, and Ahsoka are my top 5.
A lot of people hate on Ezra for no reason. He's a kid.
People hate on season 1 Ezra. That's all I'll say.
Okay. But I was saying, I got a lot of people in my comments saying that they didn't like Ezra
in season 1.
Well, no, even in season 2 they were saying it. So I don't know, but I don't know. I think Ezra's cool. Yeah. Keep it shut.
Keep my mouth shut. Can't spoil. I don't want to spoil.
But no, I think Ahsoka will always be my favorite Jedi. Yeah. I just think, unless there's a new kind of Jedi that comes along that takes over her place. But as of right now, Ahsoka is my top Jedi.
And the thing is she's not even a Jedi.
She's not. And she's hella cool. And
right.
She's doper than a lot of the other ones.
My top 5 includes Kanan. This is my top, to be honest. In no particular order, okay? Kanan, Ezra, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, obviously, and Luke. Yeah. I love Luke, especially in the comic books. It made me really love Luke a lot more.
I do love Obi-Wan, though.
Obi-Wan Obi-Wan is a master.
Yeah,
he's the definition of a master. Like, and I love how a Star Wars theory said it. Like, it's not that he was stronger than Anakin. It was the fact that he was more technically proficient.
Right.
And more knowledgeable. Like, his knowledge of the Force and how to do certain things.
I feel like Anakin was very sporadic.
Of course.
So
without a question.
Obi-Wan was definitely more like, this is how this should be done, and this is like how I can.
Smarter.
Yeah.
Too. So. But
I just love his. Even though Anakin and Obi-Wan have a very similar fighting style, I think I like Obi-Wan's a little more. But I don't think Obi-Wan's, especially Clone Wars, like that gave me a whole new appreciation for Obi-Wan.
Which means you should like
Who?
Qui-Gon.
Oh yeah, but I don't know much about Qui-Gon. I only know from the first movie.
The only reason why Obi-Wan fights the way he does is because of Qui-Gon.
Yeah. I do want to learn more about Qui-Gon, because from what you told me...
Qui-Gon's a G.
Yeah, and he was kind of like rebelling against...
He had a whole different method.
Yeah.
Of how to do things.
Y'all know I hate the Jedi Council. The Jedi Council is trash.
Jedi Council is trash.
Hate Mace Windu. I don't hate Yoda, but some of his...
I have a love-hate with Mace. And only simply because he was the only black brother. He was the only brother that was there.
That's true.
At the time, and it's like, you know what, bro? Like, I'm with you, but like, am I with you?
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of Mace. I feel like if he wasn't there and they just kind of accepted Anakin, then it wouldn't. I feel like that was the whole thing. They didn't accept him as one of them. Like, they didn't think, they were just like, okay, I guess, you know, it's Qui-Gon's wishes.
The Jedi Council was just playing Among Us the whole time. Jedi Council was just playing Among Us. Nah, Anakin, he sus.
Mace is sus.
They were saying, they were basically just Anakin sus the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying Mace is sus.
Mace is sus. Like,
I'm just glad Clone Wars didn't, like, go too much into Mace, because I'm like, I just don't care enough. I really don't. I'm sorry.
Always doing the Black Brothers dirty, man.
It's not even that. Mace is just trash.
Mace was... I'm pretty sure he was good when he was younger. I just felt like he might have gotten a little bit more strict.
Yeah, I think he kind of just, like...
as time went on.
I think he forgot what it was like to be a young Jedi.
Yeah, I think he just... Something happened to him that changed him, and I need to know what that is. Mm-hmm. If it's not in a book, if it's in a comic book or somewhere, someone let me know.
Wasn't there rumors that there was going to be a Mace series?
There was rumors, yeah. So if they make a Mace series, I don't know much. Like, okay, so if there's a comic book or a book going deep into Mace's past, somebody please let me know in her comment section, please. If you make it this far in the video.
Yeah, we're kind of far into this conversation.
No, but yeah, no, let me know, because I definitely want to know, because like something had to happen to Mace that made him become so cold.
Yeah,
because even Yoda had a spark of humor,
right?
About
I feel like Mace just has no empathy or anything.
But something had to happen for him to get that way.
I don't know. Maybe just to bend his like Jedi training too.
I don't even think so, because like look at all the other Jedi. Look at Master Yoda as a Grand Master.
But who was his master?
Yoda taught all of them.
Well, I don't.
Yoda has taught almost all the Jedi in that place. Mm-hmm. Like, he taught Anakin, he taught Obi-Wan, he taught Qui-Gon, he taught Dooku. You know. Well,
I don't know if like Yoda had a different master. Like, he might have taught him and everything, but you know how like Ahsoka was.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if he had a different master that kind of like swayed him into being the way he is now.
Maybe.
Or maybe something traumatic happened to him or his master that turned him that way.
Like, he might have been very cool and fun and loving.
Yeah.
Maybe he witnessed his master die or something.
Sorry, all I'm imagining is like Mace Windu in like our 70s era.
With a big afro.
Yeah.
Mace Windu with a big afro.
Bell bottoms. He's like, you can't tell me what to do, Yoda.
Just go with the flow, man.
I don't know why that was my thought process, but That's just what I was thinking of. But anyways, this is going on for like far too long. Yeah. So make sure you guys check out his channel. Link will be in the description below. If you guys want to see the full reaction to this episode and the rest of the seasons and all of that, link will be in the description to my Patreon. Go check that out. But yeah, guys, make sure to like, subscribe if you like what you see. Comment down below what your favorite part of this episode was, and make sure to follow me on my socials as well. They're all in the description below. But that's it for us. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.